Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for finding me. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and supporting me. I greatly appreciate it. My name is Denise and I'm the owner of The Untamed Thread. I resell clothes, shoes, and handbags for both women and men. I sell on several platforms including Shopify, Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. So if you are interested in looking at anything that I have available in my store, I will put those links below. If you shop on my Shopify store and use code YouTube30, you will receive 30% off your order. I also offer free shipping for orders $45 or more, or flat rate shipping of $5.99. So it'd be great if you could check out what I have. Today I'm going to be doing a video related to my best and worst 10 sales of the month of January. So if this is something that you are interested in, stick around. All right, so as a new YouTuber, I'm trying to figure out what videos people would like to see from me as I document my reselling journey. And I know I'm just starting with videos that I like to see from other YouTubers, which include sales videos, unboxings, hauls from thrift stores or bins. So if there's some other content that you would prefer to see, go ahead and just drop a comment below and I'd be happy to consider it and maybe start something new. All right, so like I said in the intro, today's video is going to be my 10 most profitable and 10 least profitable sales of January 2025. January was not a bad month for me. It was actually better than December, and I don't know, for whatever reason, historically January has been one of the best months of the year for probably the last 3 years. I usually think that people are done shopping and don't have any money after the holidays, and they don't buy. So I'm always surprised that January is one of my highest months. So first I'll just start a little bit with numbers for the month. I have them written down here. So for the month of January, I sold a total of 130 pieces. My average cost of goods for those was $3.76. My average sale price was $29.02, and I sold 88 pieces on Poshmark, 28 on eBay, 9 on Mercari. Mercari's starting to pick up a little bit now that they've changed their fees back. And then I sold 5 pieces on my Shopify site. So what I'm going to do is just go through my sales numbers I have here on my computer. I put everything together, and then I will pop up just the screenshot of the piece up here as I talk about it. I think I have all of them that I can show you. So we'll just go ahead and dive in. I'm going to start with the least profitable sales for the month, just to get out the bad ones out of the way. And so we will start there. All right, so starting with these new with tags, new in box, native Jefferson purple shoes. These were a pair of little girl shoes. And typically natives would probably do very well, but these came from a liquidation box I received. I think it was from Helpsy or Boutique by the Box, and I didn't look it up. I just put down liquidation, where I ordered a bunch of new in box or new with tags shoes, and this came in that. I wasn't sure I was going to receive any kids' shoes, but I did. So the reason why the sale wasn't that profitable was the cost of goods was $16.66 for each pair of shoes. I think these only retailed for around $35 or $40. And I was surprised I got very little interest in these. To be honest with you, I had them listed. I think I delisted and relisted twice before they finally sold. And someone, I think I had them listed for about $25. Someone sent me an offer on Poshmark for $18. So I went ahead and accepted it. So after my fees and cost of goods, that was a profit of negative $2.26. But with liquidation boxes, usually, you know, it evens out in the end. You might lose a little, you might get very little profit on some, but then you're going to have, hopefully, a few things in the box that are going to not only pay for the box, but also then bring you profit overall. So this box overall has brought me profit. I just happened to lose on this particular pair of shoes, mainly because it was kids. The next was this new without tags J. Crew Factory mock neck tank top. This was in a size large. This also came from liquidation. So Boutique by the Box has their J. Crew and Madewell palettes that they sell. So they're liquidation palettes. Most things come new with tags, some new without tags. They're fully manifested. And I have bought 2 of these palettes in the last year. So again, with a palette, especially these large ones where I mean, they're anywhere from 215 to 240 pieces that I receive in these. It's the overall profitability of the box, and you're going to have some things like basics like this mock neck tank top or t-shirts that are not going to bring you much profit at all. But overall, I've done very well on those liquidation boxes. So if you're ever in the market for those or looking for something, they usually do pretty well. This particular piece sold on Poshmark for $14. My cost of goods in that palette was $10.50. So my total profit on that piece was 55 cents. All right, the next is this new with tag LC Lauren Conrad floral Swiss dot blouse. And I don't know why I picked this up. I know it wasn't going to sell for very high, but I think part of it was the size is a 3X. And I got this at the bin, so I figured what the heck. The cost of goods on this was $1.32. I sold it for $9 and my profit was $2.86. I wasn't really hoping to get much more for that than that for that top. I had it for a long time. I really thought it would sell quicker, but it didn't. All right, this next piece is the Gap Wool Blend Snap Front Bomber Shacket, as I described it, in a size extra large. And this came from a ThredUp 200-pound rescue box probably almost 3 years ago. Once again, I've delisted, relisted. I considered sending it back to ThredUp, but for whatever reason, held on to it. Finally sold. It had a lot of interest over the years, but just no buyers. I think I finally sent out, like, I don't know, I was sending out 45 and 50% offers at one time just to kind of move some things out. And this sold, I think this was one of them. This sold for $9, and after fees and cost of goods, I made $2.86. All right, the next are these new with tags Cuddle Duds Sherpa lined lounge socks. These I ended up getting in a ThredUp fun box once, maybe a year. If I can actually find them, I might buy a fun box just for fun. And usually get socks in those, and there's a pair of socks that came in here. So my cost of goods on that box was $1.02. I really wasn't looking to sell this for much. I didn't even know if I'd list them, but someone sent me an offer on Mercari for $4, so I took it. I think I maybe had them listed for $9 or $10. And I think I actually made an offer and she countered, and I'm like, just let them go. All right, the next is Talbot's Perfect Shorts, size 12. I got these from the bins too. Talbot's, again, like I said, sells pretty well for me. The fact that these were going to sell in January, and I think I had these for a bit. I'm looking at my SKU number, probably at least for 6 or 9 months. I sold them for $8. My cost of goods was $1.53, and my profit was $3.52. Next were these new with tags Andy collaboration Claire, the Gold Coast bikini bottoms. So this also came from a liquidation box, either Helpsy or Boutique by the Box, again with Andy Swim, new with tags. The problem with my box that I got was a ton of separates, so nothing matched. I could have very few sets I could sell, and I think I only got 2 one pieces, so I was a little disappointed because the cost of goods on that box was $11 per piece. So this actually sold in a bundle. So after figuring out the cost per piece or profit per piece of the bundle, these technically sold for $19. Again, my cost of goods was $11. So after fees and everything else, I made a profit of $4.02. The next is this J. Crew Factory Starburst Printo Chino shorts. These are a size 0. I think I thrifted these. I don't know why. I just think they were cute. They were in excellent condition. I ended up paying $2.40 for them. They sold for $10 again in January, so go ahead, take them off my hands, and I made $4.65 profit on those. The next is another piece from the J. Crew Madewell liquidation boxes. This was a new with tags Madewell Santa, I think is how you pronounce it. Button-down sleeveless crop top in a size 2. I had several of these in different sizes. Somebody made me an offer for $20. This cost of goods on this one was $11, so I got a $5 profit off that. And then the last again was another J. Crew Factory Ruby crop trouser pants. This again came in the first liquidation palette that I ordered. Someone sent me an offer for $20 on Poshmark. I accepted that. My cost of goods was $10.05 and I made $5.50. So everything sold on Poshmark except for those socks that sold on Mercari. All right, so the most exciting part of the video now are my top 10 most profitable sales for January. Starting with this new without tags, Alaskan Hard Gear by Duluth Trading Company floral swim dress in a size 16. I believe this was featured in my very first bins haul video that I've done on YouTube. And this sold within, I think it was less than a week. This is, I would say, almost a bolo. If you ever find this, these swim dresses or swimsuits sell for quite a bit. They're of very high quality. And so on Poshmark, I sold this. I believe someone made me an offer for $40. My cost of goods on this, I got this from the bins, was $1.23. So my profit was $30.77. The next were these new with tags Jag jeans, Sophie Fit straight boot cut jeans, and these were a size 20W. And these I've also had for a very long time. I found these at the bin, so I only paid $1.29 for them. Someone bought them, I believe, for my full asking price on eBay for $44.99. And just a caveat with my eBay sales. So I have eBay set up where I have a flat $6.99 shipping rate. So I feel like that covers kind of everything for me in terms of shipping. If it's a little bit heavier, I might pay more. If it's a little less, then I might pay less in the end, but it's just easier for me to manage shipping that way. So when I say that this sold for $44.99, it includes that $6.99 shipping. But then when I give you my overall profit, I reduce the cost of the shipping that I had to pay, as well as any fees or anything like that. So again, this sold for $44.99 on eBay, and after platform fees and shipping fee, my profit was $30.83. All right, this next one is a Lululemon scuba hoodie. This was actually a personal piece of mine. I bought this, I wore it just a handful of times, and then I didn't wear it at all, and I was doing a whole purge of my own personal closet. I think in November or December, I just got a wild hair and I cleaned out so much. And this was one of them. I just thought I would resell this. And so I sold this on eBay for $51.07. Again, that included the shipping. And then after shipping costs and platform fees, my profit was $35.80. The next was the North Face Windwall insulated jacket. This was a men's piece. The size on this was a XXL. I got this at the bins, and it sold on Poshmark for full asking price for $50. And after fees, my total profit was $38.59. All right, next we have this autumn cashmere autumn cashmere and wool blend sweater. The brand is called Autumn Cashmere. This is an asymmetrical zip cardigan sweater in a size small. I think this might have been a bins haul before the very first bins haul that I recorded for you, so I don't think you saw this, but maybe you did. I got this at the bins for $1.34. Someone made me an offer. I think I had it listed for $65. Someone offered me $50, so I took it, and my total profit on that was $38.66. All right, the next was this Lisa Todd 100% cashmere Give a Piece a Chance sequin embellished crew neck sweater. This was in a size extra large. I also picked this up from the bins for $1.35. And a little just quick story time on this. There was a tiny little stain like near the shoulder. And I was in the bins and I was looking at it and I'm like, well, it's cashmere. I'm not going to be able to wash it. I'm not going to have it dry clean. But for $1.34, I'm sorry, $1.35, I took it home and I just kind of massaged the stain out of it. I started out like really lightly with a baby wipe. Then I added a Tide stick to it and let it sit for several days. Used the baby wipe again, just very gently, and eventually it just came out. So you could not tell that there was anything on there. And so, again, I sold that for $56. I think I had that listed as well for $65 or $70. And my total profit on that sweater was $43.45. Lisa Todd, I would say, used to be more of a Bolo brand. I don't think it resells as high as it used to, but if you find like 100% cashmere, I would definitely consider picking it up. All right, this next one is St. John's Sport 2-piece full zip jacket sweater set. This was in a size small, and this I actually found thrifted, and the set was together, and my cost of goods on this was at $4.02, so I must have had some sort of a discount. It might have been listed at $4.99 or $5.99. Anyway, I think I listed this for $75 total. Somebody, I must have, I think I reduced the price on this and then it got the $4.99 shipping. I think it was on a closet clear out because the sale price is $61. So I think that's kind of what happened there. And my total profit on this set was $44.78. All right, now we're into the top 3 highest profiting sales of January 2025. This one is an Adidas collaboration with Farm Rio, floral embroidered tropical leopard print hoodie in a size large. I saw this at the bins. It was a picked over bin, so I was kind of shocked that no one picked it up. Not that I particularly pick up Adidas that often, but I'm like, this definitely is a unique piece, as you can see. So I said, there has to be something to this. And I didn't have a whole lot of time to, on this day, to Google Lens it. But I knew the embroidery was going to be something. I did not know it was a collaboration with Farm Rio. So I got it home. I Google Lens it. I'm like, oh, yeah, for sure. I think this retailed new for $166 and was selling anywhere between probably $50 and $85 or $90, depending on whether or not it was still new with tags. Now this one had some discoloration around like the wrists. It was a little dingy, so I did have to wash it. It already had like a little, just a hint of washwear on it. So I believe I listed this for $65. Someone on Poshmark sent me an $58 offer and I accepted it. My cost of goods was $1.25. And so my profit on this was $45.15. So if you ever see this collaboration, and the tag didn't say it was a collaboration, it just said Adidas. So I found that out once I Google Lensed it. But if you see any Adidas with embroidery kind of similar to this, I would go ahead and pick it up. All right, this next one is Diane von Furstenberg. This is the new Julian II wrap dress in a size 8. This I actually found thrifting. I paid $3.19 for this, so that was my cost of goods. I sold this on eBay, I think within maybe less than a week for full price. So they paid $70.99. That includes that $6.99 shipping. So after my shipping costs and our platform fees, my profit on this was $50.76. All right, so my most profitable sale for January 2025, little drum roll here, is this absolutely gorgeous, new without tags, Pat Bow Floral Carmen Maxi wrap dress in a size 6. If you know anything about Pat Bow, I believe it is a Brazilian brand, and their dresses can sell, new with tags, well, new retail can be anywhere from $350 to maybe $600 or $700, depending on the material. Resale value, new with tags, you can sometimes get maybe, saw some comps for $300, $350. Might depend on the style, and comps aren't always that great on Poshmark because you don't know if it's sold in a bundle or what the situation was, but I was really surprised that this did not get more offers or attention than it did. I think I listed and delisted this and relisted maybe 3 times. I did get several likes, not as many as I thought I would. I didn't get any offers over, I think I've had this for about 6 months. Once I got my mannequin, I decided to rephotograph it on a mannequin because even though I had a stock photo kind of embedded in my other photos, the first photo that I had listed was not that great. I don't like to use stock photos as my first photo. I can get into another whole story about that, but so I rephotographed it on the mannequin. It looked, as you can see, 100 times better. So I don't know if that's what did it or not, but so I had this listed, I think, for about $225 or $235. Someone come in and made me an offer, and we went back and forth for a minute. And I knew I was taking a risk because I hadn't had a whole lot of, like I said, interest on it. I hadn't had any other offers. And I kept kind of going and going until I finally got to a point where she offered me $150 and I took it. I would like to get a little bit more for it, but I don't need to be that greedy. I actually only paid $3.81 for this at the thrift store. I don't think they knew what brand this was. So after platform fees and cost of goods, my total profit on this dress was $116.19. So we absolutely love that. And if you ever see Pat Bow anywhere, I would recommend picking it up, especially if it's a maxi dress. I mean, if you can find it new with tags and new without tags, that would be great. This might even be a brand that if you do source online, like at the Real or another higher end kind of resale store, it might be worth even kind of looking and seeing if you can pick this up and pay up for it. I mean, for a Pat Bow dress that has good comps, I'd probably pay $20 or $30 for it if I can sell it for $150 or $200 for sure. All right, so those are my top 10 least profitable and most profitable sales of the month. If this is kind of content and video that you like to see, please leave me a comment below and also share with me what your most profitable and least profitable sale of January was. I'm always curious to see how people are doing and what's selling and what's not selling. And again, if you like this kind of content, like I said, I'm trying to figure out what kind of content to do for YouTube, but if this is something that you really like, please give me a like on this video because that lets me know that this is something that you would like to see in the future. And if you like reselling content in general, please also subscribe to my channel. I'm a new channel, so that would really help me out. And then hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. So thank you so much for stopping by today and sharing my sales with me. And I hope you had some amazing sales in January, and happy sales to you in February. Have a great one and see you next time.